Hi guys, this is Shulpa Raidas and a very warm welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are here, I assume that you are here because of yesterday's video. So yesterday I told you that anything is not possible, anything is not complete. Yes, 360 degrees complete without it being healing internally as well. So today we are going to talk about how you can heal yourself and how you can better your life by making manifestations come to you faster and easily. Now, why we are talking about manifestation if we are talking about inner healing? Trying to manifest things at a faster pace in an easier way is also a form of inner healing. I'll tell you why. When you are manifesting, you are bending those curves or bending those glitches or filling up those gaps that is bringing about a differentiation between you and your goal, you and your manifestation. And by the things that we do in manifestation, okay, we are bridging those gaps. When we are healing, we also want our life to be nice, right? We want things to come our way easily. We want our life to be beautiful. We want to see more and to gain more in our life. And that's exactly what we are, trying to get at. See, I do a lot of things. I have tried a lot of things when it comes to manifestation. One thing leads to the other. I have told in my other video as well that you come close to your spiritual self, and then you start learning about so many things of the spiritual realm, the universe, our spirits, our spirit guides, and all those things. Okay, but this thing that I'm going to share with you is actually magical. It works like magic. And I'm talking about third eye visualization here. You must have heard of visualization, or you must not have heard of. But visualization is a technique where you visualize things, your end goal, what you want to manifest. You visualize it with the feeling of it happening right now, like it having to have already happened. And with that feeling, the support of that feeling, it actually comes to reality because you are programming your subconscious mind. But third eye visualization is visualizing with your third eye. There are many videos on YouTube which talk about third eye opening. Don't do this. Don't try to open up your third eye. Like for me personally, everything I say in my videos is very, very personal. Okay. So what I feel personally is that it's not something that we have to fuss about. Everybody has a third eye. Everybody has a third eye chakra, right? With the seven main chakras in our body, third eye chakra is one of them. Okay, so everybody has it for a reason. It's a creation of universe, God, nature, whatever you call it. It's a part of humanity, human body, and our spirit soul as well. So we don't have to think of it as a taboo. We can think of it in a very simple perspective. So coming back to the technique, as you can say, how and what and why third eye visualization. So when you are visualizing through your third eye, you are entering the gates of nature's realm in a more fast track way. You are utilizing the tool that is given to you, which everybody has, that can change our life in thousand different scenarios. You're using that tool that people don't use. You're using that specific tool that's given to you. A lot of religions talk about how we are like other form of God, how God has made us like him. And third eye is something which brings us more closer to him. That's what I feel. How do you visualize with your third eye? You have to think of two things. You have to think of first your end goal. What is your end goal? It could be a good career, it could be a certain position, a certain scenario, it could be a certain relationship, it could be a certain thing, it could be money, it could be anything. Example, okay? It could be a better life, better health, it could be beauty, it could be blah blah blah, whatever. And you have to think of the second thing is you have to think of how you are going to have it. Now here the thing is that you don't have to scrutinize it so deeply. I'll tell you with an example, then we'll understand better. Let's say our visualization is for a car example, okay? when you're thinking of the car as your end goal, don't think that if you get n number of sales or if you have this certain income for this certain time, then you're going to have this and oh my god, it has to be this way. No. But when you're thinking of your goal as the car, then think of how you're going to have it. As imagine yourself like working hard and being happy with the results. Imagine yourself going back home and telling your family that you know what, you are achieving this finally. Imagine yourself going to the showroom and having, booking the deal. You're giving the check. You're having these discussions with the salesperson that what all accessories, you're going to get and what all you want, like that. Okay. So it doesn't have to be that hardcore pathway of how you're going to get that. Leave to nature, but you have to imagine the process also. It's the part of the third eye visualization process. Okay. So you thought of these two things, right? Okay. Now, like this can be done best at the time of going to sleep. It works best. However, like you can do it at any time still. Okay. So, like how you do it now, you're sitting in a good posture, close your eyes. Now you think of, firstly, you think of your end goal. Think of how you're going to have that and how happy you're going to be, like how fulfilled you feel and how exciting it is and how you feel now that is yours. Okay. And then think of the process of how you achieved that and all that things that happened when you were in the process of achieving it. Like imagine all of this like in a ball of fire or some enlightenment ball that you imagine like in your heart. Okay. And I'm just checking my mic again. So imagine it here. And now you have to, through your eyes, you have to look up at the center of your forehead. You have to literally like take your eyes up, closed eyes, but look up. So now there's a stress in your eyeballs, there's a stress in your forehead, and you will feel, like in portraits and in pictures, like of you can see gurus and saints and all. Sometimes the eyes are like half closed and they show like little half eye. Even Lord Shiva's picture, sometimes it looks like his eyes are not fully closed. So actually, they were doing dhyan towards the third eye. That's like the resemblance of it. Okay, so you're doing the same thing. With your eyes closed, you are imagining all of this through your third eye. Okay, and now the ball that you have felt, all those emotions, now slowly release it and take it up and release it to the universe. No, nature, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever you feel is right. And everything is fine. Okay. So release it and just say thank you and feel happy with it. Don't just do it in like a minute. Take like good 10 minutes. I did it because I cannot take 10 minutes to explain to you. So I said it fast, but feel every emotion. Take your time. Take your time to form the ball. Take your time to, keep imagining for a few minutes through your third eye and then release it to the universe and feel thankful for it. And after that, don't keep digging on that thought that when is it going to happen, how is it going to happen, when am I going to see it, how am I going to see it. No, just leave it to scenario, leave it to the universe. And see, trust is the fuel for anything, any hope, any faith, any wish to come true. Okay, faith and trust is the fuel. Why am I telling you this? Is because when we start digging in again and again, like what we just did, what we want, and we keep questioning, then we lose our trust. So, for that, how do you gain trust? It's so easy for me to tell you, trust it, it'll happen. But how do you gain? I'll tell you a quick way. Trust is like a new friend. So, when you have a new friend, you don't believe them for everything, right? But with time, when your friendship becomes deeper and deeper, it gets very deep rooted, then you start believing in them. You have a blind trust in them, correct? Over time, when the friendship ripens. So, for that ripening to happen in your faith towards nature, you have to start off with trying to manifest small things. That way, you'll see that small things are happening quicker, faster. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And then slowly, automatically, your subconscious mind will start believing that everything is happening, even the big things will happen. and then it is going to happen. So usually if somebody tries to manifest something like really big in the first place, then their trust, their faith shatters, because they don't see the results right away and they think that this is not something worth it, like it's just nonsense, it's actually not true, it doesn't happen. So the way to build your trust is by trying to do small small things, and this is not something like a ritual that, a taboo ritual, like, oh, I'm doing this ritual. It's not like that. It is just using your inner self and trying to clear your vibrations and make your life easy from your inner self. It is just like therapy. It is like filling up the cracks of your life, because everything doesn't happen only by actions. A lot of things happen, gets molded, get fastened, even gets bad, because of the aura that we are at, because of the vibrations that we release. Okay, so this was about making our life easier and happier with trying to get what we are trying to manifest. But now we are going to talk about, our healing. So see, you are trying to attain things, you're getting things in your life. You have also set up golden rules for your life, which is helping you make radical, practical, functional decisions, overall making your position standard, also mature. So all these things we discussed yesterday, right? Because of the practice that you did yesterday, or you're going to do after watching that video, you have a rational personality now. You have a calm mind, you have a mature self. Plus, you are supporting yourself by healing the gaps coming between you and your manifestation. Now, what about your soul happiness? What about all those things that made you feel unhappy and brought you to the lowest point of your life in the first place? What about those things? What about that trauma, that pain, that angst? Making yourself better outwardly, that's there. Attaining things, that's also there. But what will make a person whole and complete is inner healing. How we are to do that? What we are going to talk about now does not just help you heal yourself, but it is going to help you heal everything around you. Be it the attainment of something, be it any relationship. I'm not just talking about relationships like romantic. No, when I say relationship, I mean every relationship in this world: friends, relatives, parents, siblings, anyone, be it anyone, call it that. Okay, colleagues, people who don't even matter to you so much, neighbor you don't like, anyone, okay, any kind of relationship, be it it's very deep rooted, or be it is just a normal relation, ordinary, that doesn't feel so much, but it's troubling you in some way. Let's say that a certain position that you are trying to get for a long time at your workplace, but you're not able to get that because there are things that's coming in between. People are coming in between, you know, bringing about this restrictions, bringing about, stopping you from getting what you want. There are scenarios being created. Sometimes automatically scenarios are being created which are stopping you from getting your dream life or your dream job or whatever. Example, this could be for any scenario. So what is it that's stopping you from getting that thing? So there's something vibrational here. Like manifestation, this is also something vibrational here, that you are seeing from your inner world, in your outer world is reflecting. And we're going to heal that. We're going to heal that. And we do this by a magical prayer called Ho'oponopono. So Ho'oponopono, you must have heard, you must not have heard. If you have not ever heard of it, your life is going to change after you get to know of this. It's a magical prayer that heals everything that's going wrong outside of you and inside of you. It can be worked for scenarios in your life, it can be worked for any kind of relationship. So now again, let's talk with example. There's this person, you love them, you are trying to be with them, but always something or the other goes wrong. Even when that person doesn't want, that time also something goes wrong. And sometimes maybe that person itself is treating you so bad, and unwanted scenarios and unwanted fights and all are coming up. How are you going to heal that? That basically, so you have to think of it this way. First of all, you're not going to put a blame game on anyone. This is not, you should not think like, oh, this person is treating me this way, but they are doing it. Why should I heal myself? Why should I heal this scenario? No. Everything that's happening of your in your life, it's coming through you, from inside of you. Remember that. Okay, every experience of your life is because it is a reflection of something that's within you. Just change your perspective for a bit and see what happens. So, the prayer, you will think of that person, you will think of the scenarios, the negative scenarios that's coming your way. And then you are going to talk to nature. You're going to say, I love you. You're basically saying, I love you to the person. Okay? I love you to the person. I love you to the scenario, to nature. You're just putting yourself out there completely, submitting to this scene. And then you'll say, I'm sorry. Now, this sorry is not a sorry towards that person. This sorry is towards what is inside you that is causing vibrationally for you to have all these negative scenarios outside with that person. So you're telling sorry to nature that unknowingly, whatever is is wrong. Not wrong. I can't say wrong in you. Whatever you are experiencing is coming because of the vibrations within you. Unknowingly, you're sorry for that. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you very much. Whatever is causing from within me, in my experience, I'm saying sorry to that. Please forgive me. Thank you very much. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. There's no count to it. Say it till when you feel good about yourself. Say it a few times today. Say it tomorrow. You'll see that slowly and slowly everything will start to get better. Even the people who've had fights for years, you'll realize that one day they come to you and they only hug you and love you and they make up things with you. It's so magical. You realize that the difficulties, like we discussed, that let's say a certain scenario, we're trying to attain something at a workplace, but so many difficulties are coming through people, through scenarios. Those difficulties will all go away slowly and slowly, because you're clearing your vibration, you're healing yourself, you're being therapeutic with yourself. That's what Ho'oponopono does. And this way you're going to heal yourself. So healing can only not only be to attain something. Like you can do it for your inner traumas, your pain. You can also do it physically for some pain in your body. You can do it for something that you want a change, something that would you assume that would make you look more beautiful. I'm sorry for whatever is, vibrational in me that's causing this to happen on my skin. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, thank you very much. I love you. And you see that all of it will start to change. So when we live in blindly, when we are living in vain and we don't understand the things that go beyond practicality, go beyond, you know, beyond what we see in our virtual life, then when we start living, you can go on this path and you can have a much beautiful life. If you are at a point of your life where you're feeling very down, or you're feeling at your lowest self, and you feel that you want a change, you feel unsatisfaction, unhappiness, or you're at a good place but you still want to do better, you want more betterment, then this is just what you need to do. And I had a brilliant time having this conversation with you. And I'm so happy to share this with you. Like, I feel good about myself. So, yeah, this is Shilpa Raidas. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Do subscribe to my channel. It's going to help me grow my channel better. So I'm rooting, on you for this. And do click on the bell notification so that every time I have a video up, you get a notification and you can watch it. And yes, take care of yourself. I hope you luck, prosperity, happiness, healing, manifestations coming true, and live a golden life. Take care of yourself, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. Bye.